Hello and welcome to the Chlo Grow. So in this one, this is a special New Year's Eve edition. So I thought I would do a quick one just to sort of say, Happy New Year, etc. And I just wanted to really reflect on the last 12 months. So what happened about a year ago? So about this time a year ago, actually, I came out on Facebook as being trans. So I put a post out and I put it out, and it's about 11:15 here in the UK at the minute. So I deliberately put it in about this time because I thought, if you're going to announce it on Facebook, the last thing you want to do is put it just on the stroke of midnight, because people are going to think, oh yeah, you've been on a few, you've had a few to drink, so that's why you're posting that. But so I posted it about this sort of time. So I really wanted to reflect on this last year. So it's been a busy year. It really has been a busy year. There's been so much that I've actually gone and been doing this year. And I thought it was good to reflect on some of that stuff and to sort of look forward to 2025 and to what might happen in 2025. So first of all, what happened early on in the year? As I say, I did obviously the Facebook thing. So I had a Facebook account for the proper version of me. And on the old version of my Facebook account, I put an announcement in to say, this is me, I am Chloe, and these are my pronouns, etc. And I got a really good positive response from that. And I know there was a lot of people that, when they saw that post, they sort of almost immediately went out and searched my other Facebook account so they could friend me on that. So that was really nice. So that was really that was probably the first sort of thing into the beginning of January. Other things that were happening, so my laser, so obviously I'd started that in October 23. Feels weird saying that, doesn't it? So that continued on for this year. What happened in about sort of February time is I legally changed my name. So in the UK you can have a thing called a deed poll, so you can basically, so you got a bit of paper to say this is the name you're going to go by now. February was a very busy time in terms of going and getting things changed over. So most of my documents are now in my proper name. My birth certificate isn't, because that's a bit more complicated to do. So that'll be a future me problem. But at the moment, yeah, I can't do that at the minute. But pretty much everything else has been moved across, but that took quite some time in terms of a lot of admin to put all that together. So that happened in February. The other thing that happened early on as well, in sort of towards the end of February, was I had my initial meeting with Gender GP in terms of getting hormone treatment. So that happened towards the end of February, and it was a very sort of nervous wait to go and get that sorted out. It has since been sorted out. So, obviously I started that early March, so March the 9th, I believe it was, March the 9th, or March 10th, something like that. So obviously I'm now nearly 10 months into it. So, and obviously there's been certain changes with that. So my skin checks has changed. My hair growth has changed, although obviously, as I've said before, I do have had laser treatment for my face. So I've actually finished with the laser treatment for my face now. So I've done that, and I have obviously fat redistribution, so my bum is bigger now, which is nice. I'm beginning to take on a more feminine shape. Certainly, I have some boobs now, which is always beneficial. If you're going to be a trans female, it's always nice to have boobs, I always find. So they're going well. I say obviously I still have my inserts and stuff at the minute, but hopefully one day I plan to sort of go and downsize those, and then maybe eventually even get rid, maybe. So that's obviously future me thing. So that's certainly happened as well. It's been a lot of changes in terms of things like emotional side of things, because obviously getting used to running on different hormones and stuff like that, it takes quite a lot out. Some things I still haven't quite used to, so the sleep situation, so I often need a lot of more sleep than I used to, which has been problematic at times. And I also needed things like getting up in the morning and stuff has been more difficult, and I do tend to get sadder at things than I used to. But on the plus side, I get less angry at stuff, so that's, you know, sort of compromising that. So that, as I say, that it's been a very busy year with all that stuff going on. There's been lots of changes and stuff. In terms of what next year brings, so as I said, the lasers on my face has been done now, so I've basically had 12 sessions of that now, so I'm not having any more laser on my face. I'm going to start actually next week a laser on my chest, which I am really not looking forward to, because the first, I mean, laser's not fun anyway, but the first session hurts like hell, so I'm really not looking forward to that. But at the same time, you know, it's necessary evil in a way, certainly for me, because I feel, you know, I need to get that done. So that starts next week. At the end of, or towards the sort of latter part of this of January, I'm actually starting electrolysis on my face. So as I said, I've done the laser. There's still sort of hairs and stuff there, because obviously laser is permanent hair reduction. It's not permanent hair removal. So obviously there's still some work to be done on that. So that is something I'm working on next year as well. Voice training is another thing that I'm planning to do next year. So hopefully I will sound a bit more like I feel I should sound. So hopefully I'll sound, you know, a bit more feminine by the time we go and do this video next year. So that's something that's going on. And I'm also going to try and do something about my weight as well. So trying to lose a bit of weight as well. So that's sort of traditional New Year thing, I suppose. In terms of next year, as I say, it's going to be a busy one. In some ways, it might be a bit, I'm mindful of the fact it might be a bit of an anticlimax after this year, because, you know, there's been such a massive change compared to where I was last year compared to this year. And what I will do is I will put some photos up just to show this is the difference, because I took a picture from last year, which is the one that went on my Facebook post last year, and I've taken one from today as well, so you can see the differences. So there has obviously been a big change, and maybe next year there won't be so much of a change, but who knows? You know, obviously I think I will I will sound a lot different, because I will put the work in to go and change my voice, get my voice trained so it sounds like how I want it to sound. So by the time I get to this time next year, I will sound a lot more like I want to sound. And obviously, you know, hopefully the laser and the on my chest and the electrolysis on my face and stuff like that will make a real difference as well. So that'll be nice as well. In terms of New Year's resolutions, so I don't really do New Year's resolutions as such, because I think you set yourself up to fail a little bit. But I think my thing for me is going to be, I want just to continue working at finding the true me. So obviously I'm continuing on with I've already sort of signed up for the laser, and I've already signed up for the electrolysis, so that's already done. I found my Fitbit, so I might be a bit more encouraged to actually go and do something about that side of things and just keeping active. And obviously the voice training as well, so I'm going to schedule time for that in each day, so a little bit each day really. And that's pretty much it. So obviously one of the things that we did do this year early on, which was probably about February, so I think it was just before my first meeting with Jen's GP, was we did start the Chlo Grow. So the Chlo Grow is going to continue on next year, so that'd be good. Hopefully it will document some changes, both physically and in my voice as well, so hopefully that'll document that. So if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. Please go and click the like button so more people can go and see it, because I'm hoping that, you know, some people will get some use out of these videos, whether it's somebody who's transitioning, or maybe somebody you might have like a loved one or a friend or whatever that's transitioning. So it just might give you a bit of an insight into how that works, etc. So that's that as well. So yeah, do go and subscribe, do click like, do click the notification thing, because then you'll get a notification to say the newest edition is on. And it only leaves me to say thanks for watching. Thanks for watching these videos in 2024. We'll see you again in 2025. And obviously from me, a very happy new year to you all, and all the best for next year. Bye. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.